Welcome to Rob Talks. Thank you all for your support. Here's the translation from the Mayan calendar for February 9th, 2026 for all three calendars. First up is the long count calendar, which is being represented by 13 Baktun, 0 Katun, 13 Tun, 2 Uinal, and the 12 Kin. This long count position supports integration. What was revealed recently now begins to settle into emotional and mental understanding. There is less urgency today. Instead, there is a feeling of calm comprehension. The 12 Kin is about integrating lessons and insight settling into understanding. Today you are not meant to act quickly, you are meant to absorb. You're being asked to allow insights to settle without forcing decisions, and to reflect on what has shifted internally. Before I move on to the Tzolk'in calendar, I'm also translating the entire Tzolk'in 13-day cycle in its own video. If you're interested, I'll link it at the end of this one. Today's Tzolk'in date is 10 Kawak. Kawak is represented by the storm. It is about storm energy, emotional cleansing, and renewal through release. The number 10 is a number of manifestation and grounding spiritual energy into lived reality. Together 10 Kawak grounds emotional healing into daily life. This is the point where renewal becomes real, not dramatic, but embodied. Old emotional patterns lose their grip as calm replaces the turbulence. This is the storm after the rain, fresh, clean, and restored. You are being asked to tend gently to emotional needs, and to allow feelings to pass without analysis. Also to choose softness over reaction. Now, let's see what the Hob calendar has to say. The Hob date is 7 Shul. Zul is about letting go of old skins, spiritual transition, and surrender. Day 7 reflects a balance point, a time to pause, recalibrate, and center. Together, 7 Jul brings a moment of equilibrium within the release process. You may feel suspended between who you were and who you're becoming. This pause is sacred. It allows for alignment before movement resumes. You could say it's the breath between chapters. You're being asked to center yourself physically and emotionally, and to trust the timing of change, also to avoid forcing outcomes. Now let's look at what the collective message is from all three calendars. Here's the meaning of each calendar summed up. The long count is about insight settling into emotional wisdom, and the Tzolk'in reflects emotional renewal grounding into reality. The Hob calendar is about a balanced pause within a transition. Together, this day offers gentle stabilization after an emotional clearing. Today, emotions calm. After recent revelations and releases, there is space to breathe. Healing integrates quietly. This is a time that supports gentleness, compassion, and patience, both personally and collectively. Let healing land. You don't need to rush what is already unfolding. You are integrating something important, so allow yourself softness today. Healing doesn't need effort, but it does need permission. Trust that what has cleared is making room for peace. Here is an affirmation reflecting today's calendars, but please first remember to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe to help us grow. Thank you. Now here's the affirmation. I allow healing to settle gently. I am calm, supported, and renewed. Thank you all for your support.